Yet the French, amazingly, from my point of view, this week essentially invaded the Ivory Coast, blew up the Ivory Coast Air Force, I think both planes, in defense or in response to this attack on, I think, 8 or 9 Legionnaires. Is this hypocritical? France reserves the right to invade other countries when it wants to, but denounces other nations when they do that? What's the standard?
They claim the right to explode nuclear weapons for testing in the atmosphere in French Polynesia, which is one of their rundown colonies in the Pacific, not caring about the fallout. And they claim the right to murder the crew of the Greenpeace vessel, the Rainbow Warrior, which went to protest about this. They blew up that ship, killing one of its crew in the harbour of New Zealand, which is, you know, respectable democracy. In other words, the former French colonies of Africa who have their own economies still tied to France, and where France intervenes at will militarily. They intervened militarily in Rwanda to try and keep going the government, the genocide government that they had installed there. They go into Ivory Coast without so much as a by your leave. It's the last really aggressively colonial European power. And it doesn't ever, though it is a member of the Permanent Five of the UN Security Council, it never seeks UN permission for any of its...
The Ivory Coast...
and if a leader of any of these countries is elected who they don't like, they usually have him assassinated. There used to be a man, Michel Foucault was his name, whose cabinet-level job it was to do coups and assassinations in French Africa.